Hey guys, Mark Rogers, Thomas Scott News here. For posterity's sakes, I got a good one coming tonight. I finally got the filming sunrise, moonrise, sunset, moonset. I will stay up to complete it. That's coming soon. Just gotta say, guys, man, Jazz Sinclair. Wow, brother, you flipped my lid last night with the Mandela Effect. The Mandela Effect creeps me out way more than any flat Earth effect because I know that crap's been changed. My name is Mark Rogers. I know all too well what the Mr. Rogers theme song was. If anybody should know what the words to that song was, it would be me. Just letting you guys know it's about sunset. I'm still doing some filming here, catching the sunrise, moonside, proving the circular patterns. That's coming up soon. Brother, when I heard you say that last night, you were like, well, I remember growing up under a yellow sun. I remember growing up on a ball. Did the Mandela effect change me from growing up on a ball to growing up on a flat plane? And I just have to say, brother, no, man, it's always been flat. And that took me back to when I remembered as a kid when they taught me about gravity. I apologize from here. This is going to get long and in depth. When I was a kid, I had an older brother, about a year and a half older than me. A lot of you guys had older siblings. An older brother was pretty much either great or it was hell. Well, my brother made fun of me. My brother took great pride in misleading me and tricking me and getting me to do things and then ratting on me and getting me in trouble. It was hard. I mean, and no, Dave, I forgive you. I love you, brother. But there were a lot of times as a kid. So this all starts off with the Santa Claus and Easter Bunny delusions, and I just want to say, man, you guys definitely should not tell your kids that Santa Claus is real. When my brother found out that Santa Claus was real, he got me in front of all his friends, the older group. They started asking me all these questions about Santa and whether I believed in him, and I was like, yes, 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 because that's, 5 years old. That's all you knew, and they just drilled it into me how fake it was and laughed. I cried. I went bawling into my room alone when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. It caused a huge rift between me and my parents. I'm like, y'all are liars. Dude, 5 years old, and I'm like, I'm not going to believe you. I don't believe you on anything. It was a traumatic experience. Some of you may have just found out Santa was fake one way or another. For me, it was a very traumatic experience learning that Santa Claus wasn't real because my brother made me cry in front of all his friends. Oh, sorry. Just saying, don't lie to your kids. I didn't believe a single word my parents said for months after that. And then Easter came around. I'm like, oh, you're going to tell me the Easter Bunny is fake too? And they're like, well, Mark, we have to tell you. Fucking liars, get out of town. Sorry, I really try not to curse. But that, and of course, I didn't even know the F word back then, but that's how I felt. And I completely turned my parents off and mistrusted them and just felt betrayed and hurt. So again, most people won't have that traumatic Santa Claus experience. It's my personal story. But later on, my brother learns about gravity and the spinning globe, and he tried to tell me about it. Maybe he was trying to be real. I mean, that's the funny thing. You look back, like, was he just trying to kid me? No way I ever believed it. And I called him a liar, and I didn't believe him, and I didn't believe a word he said. I said, what does that mean? We're spinning. If I'll jump, I move 2 feet over before I land. I can jump pretty high. I can jump off my bed, and then I would circulate over. You're lying. You're so full of crap. And I just refused to believe that we were spinning. And my biggest question, this is because the stars, guys. If we're spinning on a ball, and I don't care how fast we're going around the sun, if we're spinning 1,000 miles an hour, the only thing that we would see of the sun is a streaking blur of light, and it would be like a strobe light. That's the globe model. That's the perception. You take a ball, you put a camera on the outside of the ball, you spin that ball 1,000 miles an hour, and it goes around a sun. That is going to be a streaking light. It's going to be a strobe light. All the stars are going to be streaking lights because you're spinning. I called BS on that because I said, look at the stars, look at the sun. They go around us. They're slow. They move. They stay in their same shape. I did not believe the globe. And I didn't believe my parents when they told me, because this was all right after the Santa Claus drama. And I mean, of course, then you get indoctrinated, you forget about it, you quit asking questions, and you just accept it and go on. And the rest of my life, of course, I didn't question it. I always knew the moon landings were fake, but I thought the new stuff was real. Forgive me. I thought the Challenger missions and Discovery and all those things that I saw, I thought that was real. So even knowing a part of it was fake, you still believe the rest just because of the indoctrination, and even fighting it tooth and nail because of my logic as a kid, as a child, with my own observations, be like, you guys just fucking lied. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a rough day. But anyways, I didn't believe the gravity model. I didn't believe the globe model, and I still don't. And as soon as I looked at it, that's when I remembered. It was like, yeah, because if we're spinning, the only thing we're going to see in the sky is streaks of light. If they're not spinning exactly in lockstep around us. That's the only way we can see a star, a sun, or the moon standing still, is if they are circling with us. If we are circling around this thing, it doesn't matter, because we're just going to see flashes of light like a strobe light. If we're circling around this thing and this thing's going in its own pattern, and there are these stars way out here that are circling in their own pattern, all we're going to see is random flashes of light. You would never see the same patterns again and again unless they rotate in lockstep with our axis. And that's only if we're spinning, which of course we can prove there's no spin. So, just letting you know where I'm at on that. And Jazz, I love your stuff, man. That's great. Caveman, thank you for doing the astrology deal. That's crazy. I'm scared to be on the big stage. But I just want to let you know where I came from. And that's why I don't think that it's changed, because I didn't buy it as a kid, and I fought it tooth and nail because I thought everybody was lying to me, because they had just lied to me about Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and all this other crap. Well, then you just go on with life, and that's the way it goes. So anyways, guys, I'm filming this. I've got the sunrise, I've got the sunset, I've got the moonrise, I'll get the moon set. I've got the sun coming up over there. I've got the sun appearing in front of my apartment that way. And I've got the sun setting on this side of my apartment. I've got the moon rising on this side of my apartment. The moon's going to be right over there soon. Let's go check. Bear with me, guys. Let's just so you know this is real. And literally, I'm putting off going to the emergency room to be doing this filming. I mean, I've put it off for way too long now, so it doesn't really matter. A couple hours won't hurt. But am I ready to get the moon out? Nope, it's not quite far enough yet. So we got maybe another 30, 40 minutes until the moon appears on this side. We'll film that, we'll document that. I'm just rambling it now. But I just wanted to let you know, Jazz, you really flipped my lid last night. Love your stuff. The Mandela Effect drives me nuts. The mamas and the papas, they did not pretend to pray. Anywho, I'm going to cut this off. I will film the rest, and then my circular motion video, that's going to be done here shortly. Again, my lovely apartment, lovely view behind me, and just still the setting sun out there on that side of my apartment. So, love and light. Sorry if this went a little long, but I don't think that it changed from a flat plane to a ball. I really think it's always been a flat plane. I think we all knew that as kids and just went along with the story that we were told, even if we called BS when we were first told about it. Love and light, Mark Rogers, Thomas Scott News.